Now we move forward in a complete 180-degree shift from her prior statement. Republican leader Nikki Haley has warned India over its Russian oil imports and asked to work on a solution with the White House. Sooner the better, she has added. According to her, the decades of friendship would provide a basis to move past the turbulence. Referring to the ongoing tariff tensions in a post that has been shared on X, Nikki said, and I quote, India must take Trump's point over the Russian oil seriously and work with the White House to find a solution. The sooner the better. Decades of friendship and goodwill between the two world's largest democracies provide a solid base to move past the current turbulence. Navigating issues like trade disagreement and Russian oil import demand hard dialogue, unquote. Haley also asserted that the two countries must not lose sight of the shared goals to face China. Aditya Vadhavan, my colleague, joins me for more updates on this. Nikki Haley on the US-India ties has taken a sharp turn in her previous statements, asking India to consider the options that have been put on the table by Donald Trump. What more information are you able to add?
Well, if you see, Simran, Nikki Haley, during the first tenure of US President Donald Trump, Nikki Haley had an absolutely pro-India approach. And recently also she said that, America should maintain good relations with India if it desire to contain China. However, now taking a U-turn, because within the Republican leadership, she might have faced criticism, and that is why she has had to make a U-turn as far as her statement as far as pro-Indian statement is concerned. So at this juncture, it needs to be seen from here on how whether there will be a shift in the Trump stance over the tariffs over India, or will he again impose some additional tariffs on India, as he has been saying that if Russia does not stop this war over Ukraine, then there would be more tariffs on India. So at this juncture, it is a wait and watch situation, and it needs to be seen how things unfold in this scenario.
Absolutely, as Aditya. In fact, more details are coming in. Continue to stay with us live on the broadcast. As the statement has come by Nikki Haley, let me also introduce my guest, Dr. Sharat Kohli, who is a senior economist on the broadcast. Sir, appreciate you joining me. While India has drew a red line amid the Trump tantrums or trade, Nikki Haley has made a sharp U-turn, as it is requested that India should work with the White House in the view of Trump's threat to India over buying Russian imports. What are, in fact, your recent and the first observations after the U-turn that has been made by Nikki Haley and the remark that has come against the backdrop of Donald Trump slapping 50% tariff on Indian goods?
Good morning, Simran. Good morning to the viewers of Newsx. I think the words have been put in like now. We all know that Nikki Haley's original views were the ones which were quite earlier. These views obviously are part of Trump's tutoring. And the inner circle of Donald Trump at the White House, they have words in her mouth. This is why she has said, but what we are that we are not worried about what Nikki Haley says. And she turns around. We are more worried about that India is very clear on its stand. We will buy oil from wherever it is in the national interest. I think this is foremost. If we are getting oil at a discount of 5% or whatever, $3 is the current discount, we will continue to buy. And, anyway, even if you're not getting a discount, I think the discretion of buying oil from wherever we want is ours. We are a sovereign state. No third country, as I've been saying, has got a right to dictate us on where we should be buying oil from. And look at China. China has been buying more oil from Russia. Why is America not speaking against China? Simply because China is supplying a few items which are very, very important to America. So this is hypocrisy. You have a different policy towards one country. You have a different policy to other country. And India has always been working with White House. We are natural allies of America for decades together. One is the largest democracy. One is the oldest democracy. I'm really surprised as to what the Trump administration is trying to do, knowing fully well that India is not going to bend down. They may say it 100 times. We are not going to bend down at any cost. I think we are very clear on that. as far as agriculture, dairy is concerned, we have drawn a red line. We have to respect the sovereignty and the structure
All
of
right,
our
Dr.
economy.
Sharat Kohli, thank you very